So, just a reminder. If you're trying to follow me on TikTok, I'm having problems there at RJ12764. I don't know what's going on. The two videos you see here, I talk about the San Antonio text and um, Tia and Trump rejecting a compromise for DHS were banned. They only let me appeal. So, if you know anyone, please follow me here. Substack Combiner 38 US. I'd like to get to like 300 people by the middle of April. I would like, if possible, you guys could subscribe and help me out. $8 a month. There's nothing, it's just helping me out. There's nothing going to be behind a paywall, so you know. Anyway, so Trump had that a proposal and he rejected it. Now he's looking at, because he doesn't see TS, he doesn't understand how TSA works. They're just screening people in. They're not preventing people from coming into the country. There's no illegal aliens come. It's just ridiculous. Now he wants to send the National Guard because he sees all these lines and he doesn't understand. But it gets worse. So John Thune went to him and said, hey, we got to compromise. We can do this. But you have to understand, he's a toddler. And little kids do not like what they can't get. And he wants the SAVE Act. He wants that desperately because he's trying to save himself for what's going to happen after November, once Democrats win. I mean, they're going to get their mail ballot thing in from the Supreme Court about post dates, but it's not going to save them. So Trump is now telling Republicans they're not recessing for Easter, or he's going to primary them. He's also telling Republicans, I will not sign any bill to save for DHS unless you pass the SAVE Act. Donald Trump only knows extortion and threats. And he doesn't care. There are lines out the door at Atlanta airport. You know what TSA is doing? Walking around, looking to abuse people. Now, Tom Homan said, we're going to set up checkpoints. Well, how's that going to help people through screening? We're going to check their IDs. Why? They already got a real ID. If they're in the system, they're still going to have to go through it through TSA. Now he wants to set the National Guard. This is crazy. He's having a fucking tantrum because they asked him to compromise. They asked him to share his toys. And he threw a fit. And this is where it is. And Republicans who no, this is a bad idea. This is a bad look. They just arrested a mother holding her child, dragged her from her child in San Francisco, and then SFPD protected the ICE agents from the crowd who was pressing in. But there's going to come a point in the next few days where there's going to be no cops. People are getting testy. All right? I saw TSA agents today. They're showing them in Atlanta. There were 3 black agents. Keep that in mind. Just walking around like that. You're not doing anything. And you're pulling a paycheck, and those poor TSA guys are not. Why? Because Donald Trump is a horrible man who likes the cruelty, and he wants to see arrest. I will guarantee you that arrest of the woman in San Francisco, he has it on a loop while he's eating his food. Okay? Cruelty is the point. Making everyone miserable is the point. The only thing Trump doesn't compromise, he wants to win. And he thinks that he's not only going to fuck the Democrats, he's going to fuck Republicans too. Republicans know it's better. Republicans know better. Okay? But we'll see what happens. But just be in mind, if you go into the airport, don't. If you want to fly, don't. Make the airlines suffer. Maybe they can do something about it.